Yeah, I don't think the players wanted to be out. Come on, Howard, you know.
Wait a minute. You support your quarterback. He's my quarterback. He's my quarterback.
I understand
Yeah,
that.
even T.O., man. I mean, right? Tony Romo, he's
He's my quarterback. He's my quarterback.
Garry Cobb. Garry Cobb's in the green room right now. I want to bring Garry Cobb up with Howard here for a second. Do you mind, Howard?
No.
Okay, so let's bring Garry Cobb and JAKIB in here right now if we can.
How you doing, Howard?
Hey, I'm just great, Gary. How are you, brother?
Wait. I got one for you, JAKIB. You ready?
Yeah.
Howard said the best quarterback right now in Philadelphia is not the one starting. What do you make of that?
You know, I know things are stirring up, and you know, they do have a young kid. I mean, I've seen him play. He does do a lot of things well. He should be playing somewhere in the league. Really, the kid is that good. I'll tell you that.
We're talking Tanner McKee.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know, I think you know he is. You know, he's a young kid with a great arm. He sees things well. You know.
JAKIB, wait, I got another one for you. This is another Howard special. Ready?
He's burying me today. Gary.
Wait, get this.
And you know, I'm just speaking truth.
No.
What I see. It's just
gold. It's gold. Gary, so Friday, Michael Jordan opened up a new store in Philly.
Jordan
and
World.
There was Jalen Hurts, and he was out there celebrating, you know, running around there, doing all that.
Yeah.
What are you making that one teammate showing up at this event?
Well, you know,
but it's a Howard special here.
When you start going into that way, you know, I don't know that he reached out to anybody. You know, Jalen is not necessarily. That's where his, you know, him reaching out to the guys and being so close.
Why does he have to reach out? The players know he's making that. You know, I'm sure.
I'm sure they know. You know, but after that game, I don't think any of them wanted really to be out.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well, then you don't want your quarterback out.
Well, I know I'm not.
Hey, well, you know, don't bail out. Don't bail out. There should have been somebody there.
As a player, after that performance, you don't want to be. You know, I don't think anybody wants to be out. Come on, they know the way they played. You know, to have that young Giant team come in and jump on them like that. You know, if anything,
it's not like they had a long trip back. They had a bus trip back.
But to the point, I'll tell you what, if I got my ass kicked, I'm not out having cupcakes and wine the next day. I mean,
I don't think the players wanted to be out. Come on, Howard, you know.
Wait a minute. You support your quarterback. He's my quarterback. He's my quarterback.
I understand
that. Even T.O., man. I mean, right? Tony Romo,
he's my quarterback. He's my quarterback.
Hey, now you want to pull up all that stuff.
Wait a minute. I just said it was an observation.
Wait, now I got another one here for you, JAKIB. How long before AJ starts doing push-ups in the driveway?
You know, right now, you know, the ship is not going in the right direction. There's
really, you think so, huh?
No, it's not. I mean, they were horrible, and see, they were just shocked. Like these weren't the guys they saw on the tape, you know, or whatever. You know, they didn't think anything of the Giants. Some of them probably, you know, just come on. How much tape did they look up of these guys? They were shocked, just like we all were.
What was your take? What was your takeaway on the Giants' loss?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, you know, they kind of got beat up. I mean, what's his name? Scatterboo, whatever.
Yeah,
he was good enough.
White Hope.
Hey, okay. He was running hard. I got to give him
I got a question.
Yeah.
Put Gary on the spot. Who was the best quarterback on the field in that game?
Oh, now see you.
Gary's getting ambushed here.
I'm just a simple question.
I mean, okay. Jackson Dart played better. He played the best football. He played better. Come on, you see the score of the game. Come on. You know, the kid played well. He's a talented young quarterback. And you know, you add into the way they ran the ball and the fact that, come on, they got all their wide receivers hurt, and there's still guys running wide open. Because, come on, I can't say he was throwing against the best come on, those corners they put out there. I think that a high school quarterback could have thrown some of those passes. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
didn't ask you all that. I just asked you who was a better
it
quarterback Thursday
just
night.
was a strange, it was not a Philadelphia Thursday. Okay.
Oh no,
We know
it
that.
wasn't. No,
I mean,
I'm not saying Jackson Dart's better than Hurts, not yet. But
you said Tanner McKee is. But go ahead.
Yeah, I said Tanner McKee should start. He's the better quarterback right now.
But it's the fun part of sports. Things can turn around as much as they did that day. Then you got Quinyon. He goes down. Come on, Quinyon Mitchell goes down out of the
whoa. Here's another question.
Yeah.
When you play football, you're a tough guy. You guys are tough guys that play football. All right. Yeah. Okay. Jalen Carter bails out before the game. Okay. Your team's just coming off a loss. Quinyon Mitchell has tightness in his hamstring. Come on, man.
Now I understand that, but hamstrings are not something you're going to play with as valuable as he is. The trainers, they're looking at the big picture. They do not want him to have any hamstring problems.
No, I get it. And he's playing for a contract.
And without him, they're not the same team.
There's no question. I'm just an observation. Just an observation.
It just was bad. I mean, everything that could go wrong. I mean,
I'm just making observations. I'm just making observations.
When I watch a team like the Bucs go through all those injuries,
yeah,
Baker Mayfield's willing that football team across the finish line. He's playing with wide receivers 4, 5, and 6. I love doing this to JAKIB.
I saw that game too. Yeah, I saw that game.
Okay. How come he was able to elevate, and on Thursday of this last, Hurts wasn't able to elevate?
Well, in the way that Baker Mayfield has grown, I mean, and become the kind of quarterback he's up there among the very best in the league. I mean, with the things he does and have all those guys injured, his receivers are out and to still be playing the way he is. I mean, he has really been amazing. And I probably would say he probably is the most valuable player so far.
So in other words, he's better than Hurts right now.
Well, right now, I mean, right now, I think you'd have to say so. Yes. Right now. Yes.
Gary, what was your takeaway on Zadarius Smith quitting today?
Well, I was just shocked. I mean, even though, the guy doesn't have attachment to the Eagles, he just came in here, been in how many weeks. So they don't know him just like I don't know him. And for him to do that, it's just shocking, of course.
I was shocked.
They could use him, but if that's the way he is, it's probably better that he gets on out of here then,
Okay, Gary, I'm going to ask you to comment on something that Cam Newton said. He said, and I think Cam Newton's an idiot, but that's all right. He said it, so I'll just throw it out there. He doesn't think that Jalen Hurts is one of the top 15 quarterbacks in the league.
Now, I would disagree with that.
I'm just asking.
And the reason I say that is, Jalen sometimes with reading coverages, he has challenges in different areas, but he gives you so much. Not only his arm, but his legs. I mean, how many big plays has he made with his legs and everything? So, and you can say what you will, he does find ways to win. So, I'm sorry, I got to give him the nod there. You talk about he's not in the top 15.
Okay, well, let me rephrase it then. You think he's one of the top 15 passers in the game?
Just a pure passer, I don't know that I would say that. I don't know.
No, you wouldn't say that, is what you said.
Okay.
But but Jalen finds ways to win. So, I gotta add it all together. When you talk about a player, you're not just talking about his ability to just throw the ball, which he can throw the ball. It's just that at times he's not the best in the whole passing game. I think I would agree with that.
Your Honor, Eskin, I have another question for JAKIB.
The witness.
I've got another question. Do you believe right
Law
now?
and order. What's that?
Do you believe right now Howard thinks they should bench him?
I didn't say that. I
No,
said he's not the best
No.
quarterback on the team. I didn't say they should bench him. You
Oh,
know, it
I'm
just
sorry, Your Honor.
this is what happens.
I'll take that question back, Your Honor. Do you think they will bench him?
no chance. No chance. No.
What do you think the owner thinks what's going on right now?
Well, I think he's very disappointed that you have those 2 losses, especially to get really embarrassed against the Giants. Because that really just sends a signal to the whole division. I mean, come on, everybody in the New York area is dancing. I mean, they can't believe it because things were so bad.
Yeah.
And for them to look ahead and say, there's good things in the future. Look they are excited. You better believe. I'm sure that
saved his job, right? That saved Dable and maybe Joe Schoen's job.
Probably. I'm not going to say sure though. I'm not sure of that. But I know that the Giants are excited about their prospects, and I could understand it. And I was impressed. The fact that they came out. Look how hard they played. They really, and that's something that the Eagles. Come on, you got to show up ready to play, man. I mean, you're in the pros. I don't care what team it is. You can't just show up and you expect they're going to just roll over, because they were shocked at the team that they played against last Thursday. They were shocked because they hadn't seen that team, and to see the young kids, with Jackson Dart and Scatterboo. I mean, and they were shocked, and they got the rest of their team to play hard, and they got problems. They didn't have anybody in the secondary. They should have ate them up there throwing the ball, but they played hard. You got to give them that. They came out and they played hard, and they played well.
Howard was against this, but do you think they should call Brandon Graham and bring BG? He hated the idea. He said, leave him alone, let him. But, I mean, what other options, unless you want to go out and make a deal before November 4th? I mean, plus the leadership might not hurt that room right now.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't. I mean, and I think he's been over there working out, because I know, numerous times I've run into him over there. So he's over there a lot. So it's something, if they want to do that, I wouldn't be shocked if they considered it. And it'd probably be good because he has been working out from what I understand. So he would be.
You can't come back in the middle of the year. He hasn't played a down of football in practice. You can't do that.
Well, come on. Zadarius, how much had he played?
Well.
Yeah.
Hey.
He hadn't busted a great.
How about this one, Gary? This week, sounding like the way it's going, the man returns. Carson Wentz. How about if they hang an L on that Eagle team with Wentz as the starting quarterback?
Hey, that's not out of the question. With the corners they have, their corner play. Those
and
corners,
the receivers. Hey, did you see? Hey, Howard, do you know who the highest rated cornerback in pro football is right now? Isaiah Rodgers.
I loved Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah, they made a mistake.
Yep. And he's a guy that can catch the football on kickoffs too. How's that?
Yeah, you got to bring that up too, Howard.
Yeah.
That was it was tough to watch that.
Great guy, and he can play. He can play, and he's got speed. I love the speed. Yep.
Yeah, he does. He's one of the fastest players in the league.
Yeah. Yep. I love him.
That they're not feeling good about the decisions they made. Goodness.
Are you criticizing Howie?
Well, nobody's perfect. Howie does a great job, and most of the time I give him credit for doing a great job, but I think they realize they made some mistakes.
Okay, well, I got a question for you then here. So, Gary, if I was going to run a Fortune 500 company, would I sign a guy out of college that's never run a company before in my life, or would I hire a training wheels offensive coordinator to coordinate my offense here, who's, by the way, passed over twice?
Yeah.
Okay. And Howard doesn't want to blame the coaches, but as my boy Angelo would say, Bobo Patullo his situational play calling. I mean, what do you
But,
make
you
of
know,
that?
I can't say he's done it.
Here, one thing to add to that. Nick
Yeah.
Sirianni says that Kevin Petula was working on influences of the Eagle offense, particularly on third downs. He says that they feel they found some solutions and are excited for the opportunity to amend them. I like that he found them in week 7.
Well, you know,
Quarterback's
under a
got to
lot of
make
pressure.
plays.
It's
The
not the easiest
quarterback's
thing
got
coming
to
in
make
there after they won a Super Bowl to come in here. You're taking over. It's not the easiest job, and you know, he hasn't done a great job with everything, but you know, he wasn't the biggest issue on Thursday. You know, I mean,
The quarterback.
one of the problems, but you know, wasn't just him. It wasn't just him.
How come everybody in Philly has a tough time with the word Jalen Hurts?
No,
I don't.
No,
I told you
I
he's
don't
not
have
the
any-
best quarterback on
I
the
don't have any
team.
problem. I mean, because see, yeah, he's got his shortcomings. I definitely agree. He's got shortcomings, but he's got a lot of pluses too. So
Yeah.
I can't just
I agree.
look at one and don't look at the other. You know, and you could compare him to people that have skills that he doesn't have, but he's got some skills that some other guys don't have. So you know, you look at the big picture. You know, he's shown you can win with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had shown that.
But then
But
you have to get the right coach, Gary, for him, don't you?
I agree. But you know, and I think some of that where he's pressing a little bit there, but you know they got to go. They're gonna win or lose with him. He's their guy. You know, changing him or not that ain't happening. It shouldn't happen.
Were you shocked that Jackson Dart and Brian Dable schooled Vic Fangio on Thursday night?
Yeah, I was, because Vic, he didn't have a good night. You know, early on, he's blitzing him. You know, he's blitzing him when you know the kid can run. So if you don't get there, you know, he's going to take off with the ball, and you're playing man-to-man. Everybody's got their back turned, you know, rather than, you know, what I thought he was going to do, which is sit in a lot of zone, you know, and kind of take advantage of him there. Because I think if they'd have sat in some zones and, you know, well, you still need a pass rush, though. But, you know, have the guys disciplined with a pass rush, you sit in the zone, I think he would have had some problems, you know, because he might have started pressing and he would start throwing you the ball, you know. But when you play, you're playing man-to-man, you're asking for trouble with a guy that can run like he can.
What happened to Reed Junkenship? I mean, the guy is just, without a doubt, I mean, he's one of the lowest rated safeties right now in the National Football League. I mean, I'm going to ask you this too, Gary. I was told that Gardner Johnson, Howard didn't like this one. So I'm going to ask you. I was told that Gardner Johnson was an asshole, would cause all these problems. I don't know, man. You got a lot of barking going on in the locker room. When the guy was on the football team, and I know that you weren't okay with him leaving. 2 years he was there. They went to Super Bowls and they won one. Mm-hmm. The safety play was not very good on Thursday night.
No.
I mean, boy, he has not played well without him there.
Yeah, well, with Blankenship, you know, he's kind of player. He's a smart player. He's a good tackler. You know, and most of the time he knows his limitations and usually keeps himself in position where it's not a foot race. He knows that if he's in a foot race with just about everybody out there in the NFL, he's gonna lose. So he plays smart, but sometimes people catch him in situations where it's you know, it shows up some of his, you know, lack of, you know, great athleticism, you know. But all in all, he's a good player though, because he's smart. He helps making sure you got a young secondary, keeps other guys making sure they're in the right place and everything. So yeah, if it just was athleticism, you know, he's got shortcomings, but he brings a lot because, you know, he's kind of like having another coach out there.
So do you think that Barkley shot?
No.
Well, then what's
No,
the problem with the run game?
Well, the problem with the run game is, their line. Some of those guys are still hurt.
Okay.
Okay,
So
and
they don't have the best unit in the league anymore.
not right now. No. You got some of those guys. They're not full strength. That's you're talking about. The center, the guard. Lane Dickerson's not in there right now, but he's well, they know he's out and everything. But they're kind of banged up. They got to get healthy. I think that they haven't really been able to find a feel for what they want to get into to get that running game going, and they just haven't been able to.
Garry, 18 carries in the last 2 weeks.
What's that now?
18 carries for Barkley in the last 2 weeks.
Well,
and I think Cam Jurgens is that back surgery he had. He just looked like that thing was more severe than what they reported because
I would agree.
I would agree.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, he's out there. He's not himself. When you have that situation, you got guys trying to play with injuries. Especially when what you were doing was, being bullies, where you're pushing people around. I mean, you got guys 340 pounds, especially, the Giants. Come on,
dude. That was a JV football team.
Hey,
I mean,
go ahead, Howard.
When I see some of those guys, I'm going to make sure I find out where my food is at.
Oh my gosh! Hey, can you guys carry it from here? The Flyers play their home opener tonight. Yes. I'm actually going to go to the game.
All right, Howard. I love you, man. Thank you so much for doing this. By the way, solid gold that Jalen Hurts should be benched. Thank you very much.
I didn't say that. I said he's not the best quarterback.
Have a great one at the Flyers game. I appreciate you.
Hey, Howard, did you see Brian Prop? He plays with no shoes.
Oh, you mean
out there at the golf tournament?
I didn't see it. You know who played with no shoes is Jim McMahon. I've played with Jim McMahon.
Hey, Brian Prop, 18 holes, no shoes.
How'd he play?
Barefooted.
Well, that's all right.
He played pretty good.
Yeah. You know what? But that's all right. His feet were warm, so he just wanted to cool them down.
I mean, those Canadian guys, man. He's smiling the whole way, man. Smiling and laughing.
Those Canadian guys.
I say, man, you're amazing, dude. I don't know how you do it, man.
Yeah. You guys are all right.
All right. Howard, thank you, my friend. I'll catch you soon, man.
All right, talk to you later.
Howard.
Make sure you check him out there. Thank you very much. Holy cow. All right, I got another one for you. Should we trade A.J. Brown?
No. I mean, A.J. was wide open on that post route when Jalen threw that out that was picked off. He had a touchdown with A.J. On a post wide open. No, I don't. They shouldn't trade him. He hasn't done anything. I mean, the little nonsense and stuff. But the thing is, they need him, and they've got to just be able to use their players and really be able to let these guys, show their skills. But and they're gonna have a tough time in Minnesota. I mean, Minnesota against the Eagles, against that secondary,
Brian Flores.
Against our secondary, I don't see how they're gonna get sleep before the game because, unless they're gonna find some guys somewhere out there. I mean, these guys. I mean, that's some of the worst secondary. The corners. I mean, that was awful, man.
I mean, Keely Ringo does not belong in an Eagle uniform.
Man,
that was just terrible. I mean, hey, Garry, on A.J. Brown, that so-called meeting that never happened.
Yeah.
A.J. was asked the question. He goes, yeah, we were walking into the parking lot, and the Eagles were sitting over here telling us that, there was some hour-and-a-half meeting, and then Jalen even said teammates being teammates, and A.J. made it seem like I don't remember any meeting. It was
he did say that he talked to them a while, but he said it wasn't a meeting. It was like, they're walking out to the car. You sit there and they start talking, and they start talking and they start talking because, of course, all those guys have an investment in this team. I mean, and I would say all of them, they want to win. I mean, and they want to excel. I mean, They're all, great players in their own way. So to be walking out there and they start talking and you end up talking in an hour and then benches a couple hours. I know that's not surprising to me because they care about this team. They know what an important time it is, and so they care about what's going on. Now, unfortunately, is to get bushwhacked the way they did on Thursday night, but I understand. I understand all of that because they didn't expect to see that team that came out there. Those kids play hard. Now you can say what you want. I mean, Scatterboo, he runs hard. I mean, and they got their offensive line going. And football's an emotional sport. I mean, if you come out and then one team's fired up, the other one isn't, then you can end up winning the line. Then you win the battle up front. You win the battle up front. A lot of times we're gonna win the game.
Hey, what'd you make of Dable going into the blue tent, going, get your ass out of that blue tent? Hey, I felt like it was back in my – yeah, dude, I thought it was back in you and my time. What the hell are you doing over there drinking water? Get out there. I was like, what'd you make of that?
Well, it was – he was just he was doing what all that crowd, he'd probably keep his job because of that. All those people up there were going, go in there and get him out of that. Yeah. So – all of the crowd and don't mention all of the fans that were looking at the game on TV. All of New York was telling them to go in there and get him out of there. So, if anything, that's going to win him favor with all of the fans. It probably will help him keep his job. But so, I'll give the I saw him playing in preseason. And I said, oh boy, here we go again. That kid's going to be trouble.
So wait a minute here.
I
got a comment that I want you to clarify for me.
Yeah.
So Sirianni at the press conference today said that they were able to really dive into the offense after the Thursday night football game and believe that the coaches and all, as we went into a deep dive, we found solutions. Meanwhile, Garofalo said on Rich Eisen that the Eagles gave everybody a getaway weekend for players and coaches to reset, and that all the players
not coaches,
not in the building.
Coaches don't get off that. The
no
players,
way. Yes,
but not coaches. Coaches,
yeah,
don't
that guy's
get off
misinformed. I don't ever remember a coach during a regular season getting getaway time.
And they're up there looking at tape. So the coaches were up there looking at tape, and they were looking for answers, seeing what they're doing and everything.
Yeah.
So the coaches are up there, especially after a game like that, and you got a few days off.
That. Yeah, no way.
They're not going home. You know that.
No
Now, players, they gave the players some time off, but they're up there looking for solutions. You better believe it. And the thing is that the Eagles have, with their receivers, if you get in man-to-man, AJ and Devontae, they're going to get open. They're going to be available to catch the ball. And, they're going to present problems for the other team. But, that's why you're expecting people to play a lot of zone against the Eagles, but they got to get things going, though. You got
11 of these things left here. Can this be fixed, Gary?
Yeah, it can be fixed. Yeah, I think so.
With health?
Yeah, I think so. But
with health,
a lot of it is going to depend on them, communicating with their players, which is mainly, Jalen and the receivers. So you get, because they're going to have to throw the ball. I mean, I don't see that their line is not healthy enough right now to really pound the ball the way they like to. But I think there's some people there that they might not be putting all the right people in there as the backups. Because, I think they got some kids over there on the bench that, if it's running the ball, if I could find 5 guys that will fight.
Like the Giants.
Come on. It's not, you got some big kids that will fight. You could put them in front of Saquon and you can run the ball against most of the teams in the league, So I think that there are solutions. And then with the passing game, Jalen made that mistake with that out. And he went to the wrong guy, and He needs to lean on like on that play. You think AJ was happy that he didn't see him on the post and everything? So they made some mistakes, things they can avoid, and they win a couple games and then they'll get back in a groove. But so I think they'll be all right.
Wow. All right, I got to ask you.
I hope they'll be all right.
I got to ask you about James Franklin. $48 million out the door.
Is
Penn State a good job?
Yeah, I think it's a good job. Yeah, I think so. Because you can recruit. If you got good players, you got a good
jersey. PA and Jersey. Yep.
I just don't think they're getting the most out of them, but they're getting talent. They have talent. I mean, you look at the way the NFL goes over there to get players all the time. So they got good players. The thing is, I didn't see the last game they played. I saw earlier in the year, and they're just not playing up to the level that you want them to. And so I could see why they, I knew it was going to come eventually because I'm around all these Penn State people.
Oh, I get it. I know.
I knew that I knew that I didn't know that it was going to be that quick, but I knew the machete was somewhere. I was going like, that machete. I knew he wasn't that far off. So.
Oh man, I got that. I got to ask you an SC question.
But you know what? Not in fairness, the poor guy's got to leave with the $50 million.
And probably
I'm gonna be staying up a night worried about him.
Yeah, no. Hey, so when you played at USC, was the biggest game, the Rose Bowl, the UCLA game, or the Notre Dame game?
Well, if most of the time it was Notre Dame.
Because the Notre Dame game, wasn't that most of the time for the national champion?
Most of the time it was Notre Dame. That's right. Most of the time it was that Notre Dame game. Yep. And a lot of times that was played like it always would alternate with like sometimes like when we came back east, to play in Indiana, it would be like at this time of the season.
Yeah.
But when they came out there, it'd be the last game of the season. It'd be the game before the Rose Bowl. See, so I like the way like SC is playing better. They are playing better. The defense is playing better. So
they got Notre Dame this week.
Yeah, I know. I know that.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying. I mean, that was a big win.
Let everybody know that.
Hey, listen, that had a Rose Bowl feel to it. That last game, and I thought that for the first time, Gary, I thought Southern Cal looked like they were physical in the lines, and I thought they put it to Michigan in that game.
I agree. I was pleased with what I saw. I definitely saw, they looked like they were a lot more aggressive, and if they do that, they can play with anybody because they got some talented kids, but they got to have those guys up front. They got to be playing aggressive, and they got to be going that this is our turf, and coming in there with an attitude, you got to show up like that because then you win that run game. You win the run game. A lot of times you win the game.
Let me tell you this, man. I mean, I played at a truly great place, but you got a chance to play at a great place in a great Barnes. So you played at the LA Coliseum. You played in the Rose Bowl. You played at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
God knows where else you played in the Pac-12. I mean, plus you played, if I'm not mistaken, I think USC has their own place too on campus too. So what was your favorite place?
The Memorial Coliseum, where the Rams played it.
Yeah.
We played at the same place. We played there for years. So, and everything was first class. There's no doubt about it. And you expected to win and it'd be good to see them regain that,
What was your favorite college stadium to play in?
I like playing in the Rose Bowl, man. That Rose Bowl, boy. Because you come out there, you see people as far as you can see. You see people,
I've been there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It really is nice.
And that big emblem in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Who'd you play in the Rose Bowls?
Playing, Michigan and Ohio State. That's who we were playing. We knew every year that's who we were going to probably be playing.
Did you play against Woody?
One or the other, Michigan or Ohio State, either one.
So you played against Bose and Woody.
That's it.
NBC game, dude. That's it, man. Because again, I wanted to play in that Rose Bowl too, because that was one of my childhood idols was to play in that game. And how many Rose Bowls did you win?
that was the best recruiting they did on me was when that Rose Bowl came on the tube. You know, hey, that was it. But
I'm sold. How many Rose Bowls did you win?
3.
All right, get the hell out of here now. It's time to go. Hey, Garry.
Hey,
do they
Miami,
win?
come on. Hey, Miami, you know, they came in
no.
hey.
I'm good. Hey, Garry, do they win against Minnesota on Sunday?
Woo. You know what? I guess I'll find out. Listen, I hope. I mean, you know, it's gonna be a good game. I mean, because you look at the players. I mean, you look at those receivers.
Yeah, Addison, Jefferson.
So you're asking me, do I think those corners I saw are going to cover the Vikings?
Addison, and Jefferson.
Come on, Justin Jefferson. Come on, man. You know, if I was coaching, how much sleep do you think I would get?
Oh, not much.
You wouldn't get any sleep. You're going to put those corners we saw last Thursday against Addison and Jefferson
with no pass rush.
With no pass. I mean, you know, just like that game, the offense has got to be going, man. Now they might be able to outscore them, but that's what they're going to have to do, man.
Okay, so Jefferson goes for 250 yards. Is that what you're saying Sunday?
Kenyon. Come on, man.
Oh, my God.
Kenyon.
I can't wait, Garry. But Philadelphia will be on fire if that happens in Minnesota and Carson Wentz wins.
But the thing is that when you look at this, after you see in those corners, how could you get any sleep? I mean,
okay, I don't know. Garry, this will be interesting. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. I will see you next week. Make sure you check out JAKIB and Fox 29 in Philly. I had some tough answers today for him, but he came through it. Thank you, JAKIB.
All right, have a good one.